Young and the Restless fans disappointed in Holden and Audra's secret. The Young and the Restless has always thrived on drama, deception, and tangled relationships, but lately, many fans feel that the latest storyline involving Holden and Audra has pushed their patience to the limit. What was supposed to be an intriguing and suspenseful twist has instead left a large portion of the audience disappointed, confused, and even angry. The recent reveal about Holden and Audra's secret was hyped as a major turning point. Viewers expected something explosive, perhaps a shocking betrayal or a hidden connection that would shake Genoa City. Instead, what they got felt underwhelming and predictable. Fans on social media didn't hold back their frustrations, saying that the writers built up too much anticipation for a payoff that simply didn't deliver. For weeks, Holden and Audra's every interaction had fans guessing. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and the show made sure to drop subtle hints that there was something deeper between them. Every glance, every hushed conversation, every vague reference to the past built suspense. Longtime viewers thought they were about to uncover a dark and dangerous secret, perhaps something tied to Newman Enterprises or a connection to one of the show's legacy families. But instead, the big secret turned out to be a business scheme that felt far less impactful than expected. Rather than shaking up Genoa City, it simply made Holden and Audra look manipulative and self-serving, something the audience has already seen many times before. For many fans, it was a major letdown because the show had the perfect setup to deliver a groundbreaking twist that could have changed multiple storylines. The disappointment was made worse by how the secret was revealed. The pacing felt rushed, as if the writers were eager to move past the storyline without giving it the emotional weight it needed. For weeks, Holden and Audra's tension had been simmering, but when the truth finally came out, it happened in a few short scenes without much build-up or aftermath. Fans who had invested time and emotion into the storyline felt robbed of the payoff they were promised. Social media quickly filled with reactions. Some viewers called the storyline lazy writing, while others said it was a waste of good talent. Holden's character, who was initially introduced as mysterious and layered, is now being criticized for lacking depth. Audra, on the other hand, was once seen as a strong, calculating player who could go toe-to-toe with anyone in Genoa City. Now, fans are calling her repetitive, saying she's stuck in the same manipulative loop that's defined her since her introduction. It's not that fans dislike the characters themselves. In fact, Holden and Audra had the potential to become one of the show's most dynamic power duos. But without meaningful development or emotional depth, their relationship now feels shallow. Instead of the complex, morally gray partnership fans wanted, they got a predictable scheme that did little to evolve either character. Many longtime viewers also feel that the writers missed an opportunity to tie the secret into the show's larger history. The Young and the Restless has a rich legacy filled with family feuds, corporate battles, and shocking betrayals that span generations. The Holden and Audra storyline could have easily connected to one of these classic elements, perhaps a hidden Newman scandal, a connection to the Abbotts, or a revenge plot tied to a forgotten character. Instead, the secret was confined to short-term drama that doesn't seem to impact anyone beyond the two of them. Fans have been voicing their frustrations across multiple platforms. On X, formerly Twitter, one viewer wrote, "They build up Holden and Audra's secret for months, and that's all we get? Come on, Y&R. We deserve better." Another added, "It feels like the writers didn't know where to go with the story, so they just threw something together." Reddit discussions have echoed similar sentiments, with users debating whether the show's pacing has declined and if the storytelling has become too repetitive. Some fans believe that the real issue lies in character consistency. Holden was initially portrayed as charming but mysterious, with hints that he might have a dark past. That setup suggested a more personal secret, perhaps something involving betrayal, family ties, or a hidden identity. When it turned out to be nothing more than a corporate maneuver, the revelation stripped away much of the intrigue that made his character compelling. Audra's development has also become a major talking point. She entered the show as a powerful, ambitious woman who could outsmart anyone in the room. But lately, fans feel she's being written into a corner, repeating the same manipulative tactics without growth or vulnerability. The reveal of her secret with Holden didn't challenge her, redeem her, or deepen her complexity. Instead, it reinforced the idea that she's stuck in the same pattern. This disappointment hits harder because The Young and the Restless has delivered some incredible secrets and twists in the past. Longtime viewers still remember iconic reveals like Adam Newman's return, Sharon's baby swap, or Victor's countless schemes. Those moments worked because they had emotional stakes and long-term consequences. By contrast, the Holden and Audra storyline feels temporary, a plot device rather than a turning point. Even fans who initially defended the pairing are starting to lose faith. Some say the chemistry between Holden and Audra isn't being used effectively. The actors clearly have potential together, but the writing doesn't give them enough substance. Scenes that should be filled with tension and passion come off as flat because the emotional motivation isn't there. Others point out that the show's recent writing trends might be to blame. Over the past year, Y&R has focused heavily on short-term plot twists instead of developing slow-burn stories. While that approach can create temporary buzz, it often leaves viewers feeling unsatisfied once the reveal happens. The Holden and Audra storyline seems to be a casualty of that approach, lots of build-up with very little reward. There's also concern about where the story goes from here. With the secret out, the characters need a clear direction. Some fans fear that Holden and Audra will fade into the background now that their secret has been revealed. Others hope the writers will use this as a chance to rebuild them with stronger motivations. Perhaps they could be forced to confront the fallout of their choices, or be drawn into a larger scheme that tests their loyalty to each other. Several fans have even suggested ways the storyline could have been improved. One popular theory online proposed that Holden was secretly connected to a major family in Genoa City, possibly even being a long-lost Abbott or Newman. That kind of twist would have instantly raised the stakes and tied his relationship with Audra into the show's legacy. Another fan idea was that Audra was working undercover against Holden, leading to a dramatic betrayal that would have reignited interest in her character. Unfortunately, none of those ideas came to pass, and viewers are left with a secret that feels small in a show known for grand reveals. The disappointment isn't just about this single storyline. It reflects a broader frustration among fans who feel that The Young and the Restless has lost some of its edge. Still, not everyone is ready to give up hope. Some loyal viewers believe that this disappointment could be setting the stage for something bigger. They speculate that Holden and Audra's secret might only be part of a larger twist yet to be revealed. Maybe there's another layer that hasn't been uncovered, or perhaps their plan will have unintended consequences that drag other characters into the drama. If that happens, it could redeem the storyline and reignite interest in both characters. But for now, fans are expressing clear disappointment. After months of hype, they wanted a twist that would shake Genoa City, not one that fizzled out in a matter of minutes. The show's writers now face a challenge: how to regain the audience's trust. Y&R has been on the air for over 50 years because of its ability to reinvent itself and deliver emotionally charged drama. To keep fans engaged, the next chapter for Holden and Audra needs to feel meaningful and unpredictable. Viewers want to see Holden and Audra face real consequences for their actions, not just another quick redemption arc. They want to see emotional vulnerability, conflict, and growth. The best soap storylines aren't just about secrets. They're about how those secrets change the people who keep them. As one fan on Facebook put it, "It's not the secret that matters, it's the fallout. Give us something to feel again." That sentiment perfectly sums up what many longtime viewers are craving. They don't just want shocking twists. They want stories that hit emotionally, stories that remind them why they fell in love with The Young and the Restless in the first place. For now, though, Holden and Audra's secret has fallen flat. Whether the writers can turn this disappointment into something more meaningful remains to be seen. The ball is in their court to prove that these two characters still have a place in Genoa City and that their story isn't over just yet. Until then, the disappointment lingers. Fans continue to debate what went wrong and what could still go right. In a show where secrets have the power to destroy families and reshape destinies, it's clear that this one missed the mark. But The Young and the Restless has surprised fans before, and perhaps Just perhaps, there's another layer to Holden and Audra's story waiting to unfold. Only time will tell whether this disappointing secret was just a misstep or the calm before a much bigger storm.